Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. So, in our today is 19, and if you check our course outline to today's lesson, we are going to cover basic internet usage, which involve browsing internet, browsing email, and online safety. So that's what we are going to cover in today's episode. So now, for practical purpose, I'm going to share my screen so that we can all see what we are going to do today as we are following up. So if you are joining us for the first time, you are welcome. My name is Adibanjo. I'm the MD of BEEBAN'S Media. So what do we do at BEEBAN'S Media? Although our primary work here is printing, banners, sticker, flyers, and we also design as well. So if you need any of these services, you can also get in touch with us. So now, as we also do this, we also offer free computer training, both in person and online. So the one we are covering now is the online aspect, why we also do physical. Although, if you would like to join us physical, if you would like to attend the training physical or in person, you can always come to our office located at number 22 Makinde Street, Alausa, Ikeja. So we open from Monday to Saturday. So for more information, you can send us a message. So now let's get down to business. So you can all see my screen, right? Yes. Now let's start with what is coming in. So we are going to explain browsing, email, and online safety. But now let's start with this first. What is browser? Because browser, we have to start with browser because there's no way we can browse without the browser. So now, what is browser? Of browser. So a computer program with a graphical user interface for displaying and navigating between web pages. That is browser. So now, before you can browse the internet, you will need a browser. So now, since we have know what a browser, a computer program, software, or program software that can help us navigate between the web page. So now, what are the example of a browser? So we all know, we may think of some of the most popular one, like for me example now, the one I use most and I'm currently using presently, as you can see from my screen, is Google Chrome. It's one of the famous browser. So other browser include Firefox, Opera Mini, Safari, and so on and so forth. So now that's it. So while using the browser, we try to browse things using the browser. So what are the things we do? For instance, take what I just did now. I from where using Google. So you can easily open your browser and browse things or search for things using the Google. But we all agree that the most popular search engine is Google. But have it in mind that it's not only Google. Let me give you another example. Now, if you have this browser that always come with window, it's called Microsoft Edge. It's also a browser, works like Google Chrome. When you open it, when you want to search on this browser, you always get this search engine called Bling, not Google. It's called Bling. So now let me show you example of what I'm talking about. So this is new tab. This is my tab. Now look at this place called enter your search term. When I click on it, I search what is. So now looking at my cursor, what do you see here? You see Microsoft Bling. This time around is not Google. So now we can all see that it's not only Google we use as a search engine. You can also use this other search engine as well. Maybe if you are not aware of it, it's also good and you can use it to search anything you wish to search for. So now let's add that in mind. So now, how do we now use this search engine? It's very simple. Just type what you want, then you get it. For example, what I just browsed now. So now, another thing you can do is that you can let me search another thing. What is computer? You can also search for it. Then you so now let me split my screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. So Google Chrome, while the second one is Microsoft Edge. So automatically, why you want to search in the search engine provided in Google Chrome is Google. Why the search engine in Microsoft Edge is Bing. So either of the two can also serve you. But now depend on the I guess most people use most. So now what is another thing we are going to cover in today's lesson? So now we are going to cover is the email aspect. This email aspect is very important because most of us know how to use the browser. Most of us know how to use the browser. Even though not everyone, but at least it's not hard to use. You can just download any browser, maybe on your phone or your computer. So the browser you can download is the Google Chrome, Safari. If you are using Apple laptop, Safari is best and Google Chrome. But when you are using Windows phone, you have Microsoft Edge that come with the computer and Google Chrome, Firefox, and Opera Mini, and so on like that. So now, another thing that is important is the email aspect. In most office, they always send me, receive me, and write me. So now it's very important because let's say you are working in a company now, you are working as a receptionist. Those are the basic tasks you'll be rendering when you are working as a secretary. Or so now let's see how this work. Let's assume we are using the Google Chrome. So it's very easy when you are using Gmail. So let's say you are using Yahoo Mail. You type Yahoo in the search engine on the Yahoo Mail. You can easily navigate to it here. and you get your mail. So now, when this Yahoo mail, and why this is Gmail. So this is our Gmail. This is the inbox where you get to see your mail that comes in. So now, let's say you want to compose an email. You can easily navigate to this compose and click. Then what do you do? What do you do? You type you type the person you want to send the body. When you have an attachment you want to include, you can easily navigate to attach file, just the way we see it in our WhatsApp. So now, same thing applies in Gmail. So having said that, how do we come to get the email in the first place? We create email. We can easily create email on our phone or on our computer. So now, how do we do that? Let's say we want to create Gmail, for example. We can easily go to a bar. So before we do that, let me quickly explain something to you guys. So why working on a browser, we have what we call tab. So tab is the window open. Why I have Gmail open here, I have another Yahoo mail. Why I have another new tab here, which I want to use to create Gmail. So now, notice that you can have as many apps as you want on the browser. So the option is available on many browsers. So you don't need to close one tab for another. You can easily open another tab, and open another tab. Continue. You can continue like that to open more tabs, as many as possible. If I continue to click on this, I have another tab. I have 4 tabs. Click on this, I have 5 tabs. Click on it, I have 6 tabs. So if I want to go back to my former tab, I can easily go. What if I want to close most of all these tabs? I can easily come to the close button here and click on it with my mouse. Then I click on it. I click on it. Then I have my new tab open. So now I can easily navigate to the Gmail. I can easily navigate to this icon here. When I click on it, I add new profile. When I click on new profile, I add non-login tab or window open. So now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to sign in. I can continue without an account, but there's no way I can send or receive email since I'm working without Gmail account. So now, let me click on sign in. So when you want to sign in, those are the things you are going to fill up. First, sorry, we sign in. When we sign in, if you are new, if you have an existing account, you can easily put the phone number here or the email or the phone number. So let's say I have an existing email. So I can easily come to and put the email. For instance, BEEBAN'S Media. there's no need for me to put a Gmail because I'm using the Gmail to sign in already. So automatically Google will understand that it's supposed to add at gmail.com, but you can also add it manually. But in this case, let me just leave it. Google will add it automatically. So when I click next, so now I try to put my password. So now I've logged into my email. So now I'm switching to the current so to the current email. So now I want to create new email. Now we go to add new profile, we go to sign in, then we come down here. Since we are creating new email, we come down here to create new account. So when I click on the create account, ask these three questions: for my personal use, for my child, for work, or my business. So you can choose either of the option above depending on the purpose. So now let me go with the first option, my personal use. I go put my name, then another information you are going to insert is this. You can put any of the here. So you just have to fill it according to the information. Then you click on next. So now create your own Gmail or you choose one of the option above. So now let me create my own. So now I can choose the password I like to use. But mind you, while you are doing this, make sure the first letter is capital letter. I don't use number to start. You can start with alphabet. I will start with any alphabet, any of the alphabets, but in capital letter. So you see that there's a red prompt here saying use 8 character or more for your password. That is another thing you are going to put in mind while setting a password for your email. So now let's use another solid password. try to try to make the password match so that you won't get stuck while on the process. So now I can easily put a phone number. So a verification, a code will be sent to the number. So you just have to insert the code sent to the number. But mind you, this code should not be shared to any other person. So you can, if you have another email, you can also add to it so that it will be easier to recover this email. Maybe when you forget the password or someone try to hack into it. But for now, I'm going to skip. But it's very important you add the recovery email address. Very, very important. But for now, I'm going to skip. So our email is set and we are good to go. So the time and condition you agree, then turn on. Yes. So we are going to explain more on these things listed here. But for now, let's let's go. Yes, I mean. So now we can also customize our page. So like to use the orange, the blue, and choose any color you like. So I'm going to go with the green. So now I have my email set up. So this is how you open email. So with this, you don't need to go to a business center just to a simple email. No, it's a thing you can do at the comfort of your home using your laptop or your cell phone. So that will also save you cost. So now let's go to some security as it is in our course outline. So let's talk about how you can play safe or be careful when it comes to using the internet or the browser. So while using the internet, you try to avoid some suspicious link. So there are sometimes you will be browsing on your phone and a pop-up will arise that click on this to go to this. If you know that this website is not where you are going, you don't need to click on it because there are some link you click on, you give access to hacker to hack into your email or any uh, any of your personal um web, maybe like social media or even your email as well. So you try to avoid suspicious link. So another thing you need to do while creating a password for your email or any of these accounts you are trying to open online, use a very strong password, a password that involve alphabets, numbers and special characters. What do I mean by special character? Character like this, like this, like this one, dollar sign and percentage and star, comma, open bracket, close bracket, minus, plus and some other character. While using those characters, they will also make the password to be strong. So it will be easy for people to guess, for hacker to easily log on to it. So now, another important thing you need to do is you need antivirus. So what antivirus will do is that it will protect. So now, me as a personally, I use advert antivirus. So let me show you some features you get when you have this antivirus on your system. So you have network. So someone cannot use this network because I'm connected to a Wi-Fi, which other people can connect to as well and browse. So while connecting to this network, other people can easily get to my computer if I didn't have this firewall open. So now I need to open the firewall. You can see the network. So now I click on I don't trust this network. Why I don't trust it is because we have many people using this network. It's a public network. So clicking on this option, we let the antivirus know that this network, I need to be protected on this network. So I don't need another person to come in through the internet, through the Wi-Fi connection and have access to my computer, especially the hackers. So now you open the firewall and you on it down. So another thing is that you can also from here you can disable some app from accessing the internet. Take for instance, maybe you have some app you are not paying for, or you crack, or you don't want them to access the internet due to some adverts. You can also come to this app. You see your app, then you can easily block the one you don't want to access the internet. Take for instance, if you check under my block list, you will see block 21. Then when I click on it, you see all these apps have blocked already. So you can easily go back to unblock them so that they can easily access the internet, or you can leave it the way it is. So some of the app I block from accessing the internet are Microsoft Word, Excel, CorelDRAW, and so on and so forth. While we are still going to talk about this softwares on how we use the software, then I will explain why I have to block those app from accessing the internet. So and how we can also install those software as well. So now let's try some things. So with what we have covered so far, um so I would like you to drop some of the things you have already know on the internet, you know about the internet, and things you thought you had in this lesson concerning the Yes. You see the internet aspects, why it's good to know all this area include the browsing, the browsing aspects, the security and privacy aspects, and the email aspects is very clinical, because these skills will help you to work efficiently in any organization you are working. Even though you are working as a business owner, entrepreneur, company, it's very essential to know how to use a browser, how to use the email, send mail, create mail, and compose a mail, and the right way to send a mail. Take for instance, you want to send mail that has link with it. So let me quickly show you an example. So now I want to create a mail, I want to send a mail, and it has an attachment. So firstly, I will go to the compose button, I will click on compose. When I click on the compose, the first button I will get is to who are you sending the email to. So who am I sending the email to? I'm sending the email to BEEBAN'S Media. So BEEBAN'S at gmail. So what other thing? What is the subject of the email? Now let me go to it. Let me open a file here. So let's use this as an example. So now I'm going to copy the text and use it as the subject, that Bowen University School Fees Payment. So now I will come to this place and paste the subject there, so that immediately the sender receive the receiver gets the email, he can easily have a clue of what the email or attachment is all about. So what will I put here? This is the body. I can only type the email here direct, but since I have a document that contain the information, I can easily write a simple quote here that will enable the person to know that this message come with an attachment. So how will I do that? I can easily type, kindly find the attached document. If you have more than one document, you can easily add X, but since we are sending only one document, I'll leave it this way. So now with this one now, the person will easily see that the email you are sending is have come with an attachment, which the attachment carry the main information. So now attach button here, I'll click on it, then I will navigate to the file destination. So when I get to the file destination, I will search, I can easily search for the so now since I paste the name of the document, I've seen the document here. So I can easily click on it, open it, then automatically so now this is the attachment here uploaded. So now when it's done uploaded, I can now I can come to this button here and send, click on send. So when I click on send, I will get a notification here that says message sent. If there is any way I didn't get this information, I can easily come to my mail and go to sent item. When I click on the sent, I will find the item here. If there is any possibility that maybe due to internet or internet interruption, and there's any way that the message did not deliver, the message will not go to sent item because the message has not delivered. But you can easily find the unsent email in draft. The email will be saved to draft. Even though if you are not ready to send the email for now, let me go to media. I want to send another mail. So now I've pasted the beebansmedia@gmail.com. So kindly find the attached document. So now maybe I remember I've not the the document is not ready or anything happen and that I don't want to send the email immediately. I can easily close it. When I close it, what this will do is that it will not delete the email. Instead, it will save to drafts. So I can, as you can see in drafts now, there's this email here. But once I click on send and the message deliver, it's in here again. You will not find this email, this mail here again. You will see it in under sent. Now this one has been sent initially. So does it deliver? Let's confirm if it's delivered. So how do I do that? Let me go to my other email I sent the work to. So now I've opened my, you carefully see that it's the same mail I sent using the new email we just created today. So now let's open it. You find out it's the same subject. The subject always come first. I've seen the subject, the body. Kindly find the attached document. This will inform me that this mail came with a document. So I can easily go to this place and view it and preview the document. Also, I can click on this button to download it to my system. I can print it direct from the mail, from the browser. So, or I can easily download it and have it on my device. So that is how you work with the browser and also the email aspect. So now be careful of why using the internet is that there are some time you want to log into your mail or want to log into some sites on the browser, and you know everything is advanced now. There's a situation where you want to um input your password and automatically the Google will ask you, do you want me to save this password so that when next you want to log in, you don't have to input the password again. Now this depends on you. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking. Let's assume I want to log in to this, to my, so now look at my, let me log out of this account. So now I want to sign in back into my account. So So in this case now, we don't get the option, but let me show you another scenario. So take the example of this scenario. So this is a site I use more frequent on my browser, Google Chrome. So let me input my password on this site and try to log in. You get this prompt. You can see it carefully. You see this prompt says automatically puts the uh, phone number and the password here. So if I update this password or save it, if you are using it for the first time, it will give you the option to save the password and the information. So if you click on this, uh, that means you don't need to stress yourself when you want to log in to the site anymore. Click on the site and automatically the password and the username will fill automatically. Then you can just click login. But this depends on you, because if you are not the owner of the device, of the computer, and you update the password, you ask the browser to save it for you, another person can easily come in and be using the site without your consent or without your permission. So if you are using it, if you know that you are the only one using the, it can be for so that the to log into the site can be easy for you. You can update it, you can save. But if you know that it is a one-time use, or you go to a cafe, maybe one thing happen, you go to a cafe, you log in your email and there is this site you log in, you don't need to update or save it. So it's for educational purpose. Please don't do it, because when you leave the place, people can easily go to this site and do whatever they want to do without your permission. So this thing will make sure that your site and your site you visit is safe, and you are the only one that have permission to the portal. This can also happen to the NYSC portal, JAM portal, and some other portal. So if you know that the computer is not yours, please kindly avoid this thing. You can always click on this cancel button, or you click on no thanks. So when you, as you know how to create the email, you know how to use the web, um please try to put the safety aspect in mind. Please also be very important. So this how we are going to come to the concluding part of our today's class. So what have we covered so far in today's class? We have learned basic internet usage. We know what browser is, types of browser we have, how we work with email, send email, check our inbox, the drafts and the sent items. So we know how to create email, and we know how to when it comes to the safety aspect, we know what we do so that we can avoid hackers to hack into our system through our through the network we are using, especially when we are using a a general network. That we are not the only one connecting to the network. So we also want to have antivirus on our system so that we can use the firewall to deactivate, to block hackers from accessing, and to also block some of the app we don't want people we don't want them to we don't want some app we don't want to access the internet. So we have discussed all this in today's class. So thank you very much. If you have any question, you can send us a message on WhatsApp. We would like to have your feedback on today's class, and any if some concerning what we have discussed so far in today's class. So thank you very much.